The following video contains profanity and language that some viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, sister girl on films, you don't want to miss a thing, better stay tuned in. So lay back, get into the vibe, in the mood. Real reviews from a sister's point of view. Trailer reactions, movies and TV. So entertaining and authentic, believe me. So roll that footage, I'm ready to chill. Time to hang out with my sister girl. Hey, sister girl on films. Hey, sister girl on films. Hey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Sister Girl on Films. And as you can tell by the glasses, if you're subscribed to my channel, you know what this means. If you're new to my channel, let me tell you what the glasses mean. That means somebody ass about to get red, okay? And welcome back to episode 2 of the new series on my channel. Child, what is this? And in this series, I am basically reviewing bad movies. Episode 1 was a body cam that stars Mary J. Blige. I'll have it linked somewhere in the video, and it'll definitely be in the description box. So if you haven't seen that one, go ahead and click the link and go check out that video. And today, I will be discussing the wonderful masterpiece that is Exit Speed. Exit Speed, right off the bat, just like with body cam, I did check out the trailer for this movie before I actually started watching it, and you could tell right away that they wanted this movie to be as exciting as Speed, which is an action classic starring my boo thing Keanu Reeves and my homegirl Sandra Sandy Bullock. Okay, and so in the trailer there's a scene where one of the characters says, if you stop, we die. If you stop, we die.
We stop, we die. Do you understand that? We stop, we die.
And so y'all know that is literally the premise of Speed. They have to keep the bus over a certain miles per hour or the bus would explode. Amazing concept. That ain't the damn concept here in this movie, but we'll get into that. The movie starts off with, it just gets right into it, honey. It's like a slow pan into this hotel room that looks like it smells like Badussi, okay? And it gets a slow pan up of some very ill-built people, honey. And so here we are introduced to our star of the movie, Meredith, a soldier from the military who allegedly assaulted one of her commanders for whatever reason. And so now she's on the run. And so as undercover work, apparently she got a job as a bartender somewhere, I don't know. So she met some random dude with a little dick because they make it a point to show us his little penis print for an extended period of time in this opening scene.
Meredith Cole, deserter apprehendee.
You're a soldier?
I said, sir, you could at least stuffed your little pantaloons because your penis is teeny tiny. And so Meredith and her little fling for the night are awakened by a man just coming and sitting on the bed. Eating, I think he was eating an orange or something. I could be making that up, but he just came and sat on the bed. And the guy is startled, as he should be. We don't know who this man could be. This could be her estranged husband, a crazy stalker. We don't know. But Meredith, she wakes up, hey, Sarge. Bitch, hey, Sarge. That's all you got to say? And so, apparently, that's how we find out that Meredith is a soldier who left AWOL, and he's there to apprehend her and take her back to military court. And so an awkward scene happens, and then Meredith goes to the bathroom to get dressed, and the sergeant is like, hey, maybe you might want to put some clothes on, because the guy's still standing there with his little penis hanging out in his drawers. And so the dude, instead of him like going to the other side of the room, maybe leaving the scene to go to go somewhere else. I know they're in a hotel, but he could have at least walked away from the bed. He sits down very closely to the sergeant and puts his pants on. I said, sir, you trying to get something popping in this room? Why are you sitting so close to this man? And so they hear a noise in the bathroom, and of course, Meredith Meredith jumps out the window, the hotel, and y'all, the way they did this little slow jump of her out this window, and she did like a little tuck and roll, I like to had hollered. I said, you know what? They going for it in this little raggedy movie. Okay. So then the next scene, we're at a convenience store where we're going to meet another one of our main characters. His name is Sam. And Sam is a father who, for whatever reason, they probably go into his backstory, y'all. I don't know shit. But Sam, for whatever reason, feels like it's appropriate for him to buy his child a toy at the convenience store. And that's all the money he got. It's last minute. It's Christmas Eve. And they're in Texas. I didn't mention that they're in Texas. It's Christmas Eve. And so he wants to get a toy for his child, his son, before he gets on this little raggedy bus to go to El Paso for the holidays. And I guess we're supposed to connect with him, feel bad for him, but you're a deadbeat dad and you're ashy. So we don't care. So at this grocery store, convenience store, gas station, whatever it is, child, we meet a sheriff. I don't know why. He serves no purpose but other than for Sergeant Archie, the military police officer, to explain to us why he's looking for Meredith. Like, boy, get out of here with your little raggedy country accent, because it was raggedy.
Granddad a vet?
40 ferments.
Dick Cheney Brigade.
So Meredith, Sam, and then the rest of the people who will soon make up our cast get on this bus to El Paso. And so Meredith, actually, she runs up at the end because, of course, she's fled the hotel. So she sees this bus. I don't know how she knows the bus is leaving for El Paso. I guess she just figured she'd go to the bus station and just hopefully there's a random bus leaving town. I don't know, y'all. But she got there before they pulled off. Didn't have a ticket. Didn't have no money. Like, how they just let her on the bus? Y'all, this movie, I can't. When I was suggested it on Amazon Prime, which I don't know why, it was like, because you watch Body Cam, here's Exit Speed. These two movies are not related at all. At all. But on Amazon Prime, it said this movie had a 2020 release date. And I was like, oh, okay. And as I started watching the movie, I was like, there's no fucking way this movie was released in 2020. It looks like it was released in 1993. So I looked it up, and it had an initial release date of 2008. And then it had a streaming release date of 2017. So just FYI to that, if you decide to watch this movie, I don't know why the hell you would do that. But if you decide to, just to see what it's about, it looks really old. Okay, they have flip phones. Anyway. So while we're on the bus, we meet Maudie, who was played by Leah Thompson. And Leah Thompson, if you're not familiar with her, she played in the Back to the Future film. She also played in Howard the Duck, which was a cinematic marvel to nobody. So she's in this. So she's one of our top billed cast. And then we also have Fred Ward, who was in Tremors, if you're not familiar with him. Other than that, the rest of the cast were just fabulous actors that they found in the Texas area. Okay. So while we're on this bus, people are just chatting it up because it's 2008, so nobody can be distracted with their cell phones. And we have this interracial couple whose names I don't remember. Interracial love. They were making out heavily on the bus for whatever reason, blah, blah. So they're on their way to El Paso. And then all of a sudden, a biker gang comes out of nowhere and starts attacking the bus. Yes, a biker gang comes out of nowhere and starts attacking the bus. And so they're throwing bottles at the bus. They start shooting at the bus. What is happening here? Why? And so one of the motorcycle gang members decides to do like this little trick or something. I don't know what the hell happened, y'all, but he rolled up underneath the bus, got ran over. So of course, like dum-dums, they're like, pull the bus over. No, you keep it pushing. The biker gang rolled up on us. I rolled on you. I'm about to roll out. That's how that go. It don't go no other way. But not for these dumbass people, it went the other way. So the bus driver gets out and he says, points to Sam and Meredith, of course, military girl and deadbeat dad. You come with me, everybody else stay here. So they get off the bus, and lo and behold, one of the passengers on the motorcycle was dead, the other one is not, and then pow, pow, pow! The biker shoots the bus driver in the head, who was one of the only military people on this bus. Meredith, pow! She gets shot in the stomach. Now our two military experts, one is dead, one is wounded. What is one to do? So they get back on the bus and then they just pinpoint one random person to know how to drive the bus. I'm like, this is not like a suburban SUV. This is a whole bus. It is a mega bus going to El Paso. How do you know how to drive this, sir? Nonetheless, he know how to do it, honey. He know how to maneuver this bus. So he's driving, and Meredith is trying to clean up her wound. And the bikers, they take this time to show us that they have fantastic bicycle skills and motorcycle skills, and they're showing tricks and they're shooting at the bus. And so they ram into I don't even know the guy's name, y'all. His name was Doug. We're gonna call him Doug. Doug goes down this little dirt road, finds a junkyard, and of course he's all out of control. He rams into the junkyard, the main building. He dies, and so they all run off the bus. The motorcycle gang, in the slowest chase in history, finally catches up to them. There's an explosion of course, that happened before they hit the building. So the bicycle gang, for whatever reason, don't go around the flames. They just sit there. But then when it's convenient for the plot, then they decide to go through the flames. Real dumb, okay? So our victims, if you will, they hole up at this junkyard office and they find random stuff, of course, and they barricade themselves somehow in the junkyard. But then the motorcycle gang, who also turns out to be meth heads, plot twist. Go literally what would be the equivalent across the street. But they're still in the junkyard and they set up shop there. If y'all don't go kill these people, it ain't like they in a building, they outside. Oh, y'all, this movie is stupid. But then the people on the bus, they're like, okay, we can't stay here all night. We got to figure out a way to escape or we gonna die. Well, duh. And so the black girl that's a part of the interracial couple, somehow she knows everything about this gang, of course, and apparently her ex-boyfriend was in the motorcycles and he schooled her about all the motorcycle gangs. What? So the motorcycle gang, they're called nomads, and their whole thing is to pillage and rape and kidnap and then go to the next city. That's why they attacked them.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean, outlaws?
They're not outlaws. They're nomads.
Okay, what is that supposed to mean?
Satan's little helpers.
Okay, so the bus is outside of the safe zone. Why didn't the nomads just say, okay, these people that are behind this barricade, one of them has a gun, the coach, there's a really assholey coach that's part of the group. He somehow had a gun. No, he took it from the guy earlier that shot the bus driver. He stole the gun and killed the man. I forgot to say that. So he has his gun. So he's shooting back at the motorcycle gang. At this point, wouldn't the motorcycle gang just be like, hey, let's just take all their stuff and their personal belongings because it's right here on this bus and then we can just leave? No, this movie doesn't think about logic, okay? So our victims, our main characters decide that one of them has to run to the next town over, which they conveniently found a map, and they find that the next town over has to be about 20 miles away. Who the fuck is running 20 miles away in an area you're not familiar with? I'll tell you who's gonna do it. God damn it, Meredith. Meredith, our middle-aged white woman who has 2 children, is a scout leader, and she runs marathons for fun. How fucking convenient.
Once a month. And who's gonna make that run?
I will. I run.
Go Meredith, go girl. So Meredith is gonna run. Not conditioned for this. She got the shoes for it, nothing, but she's gonna do it. She don't even know where the hell she's going, but she gonna do it. So the most ridiculous I must escape scene happens in the film. And Meredith is running through the junkyard, and then she almost gets attacked and sexually assaulted, all the things. And she finally escapes. And she escapes because Annabelle finally discloses at the most convenient time that she has a bow and arrow in her bag on the bus. Bitch, why did you say that in the beginning? Or better yet, why don't you just why did you keep the bow and arrow on the bus with you? Damn, don't put that underneath the bus. Put that on the top of the bus, so that's important. So they get her bow and arrow for her. She's watching Meredith's back, and then that's how Meredith is able to escape. So after Annabelle saves Meredith from being attacked, the sister, whose name I still don't know, the black girl in the interracial couple, she's looking through the binoculars, which again, they ain't that damn far. Why y'all got on damn binoculars? And she's like, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it.
She's gonna make it. Maudie's gonna make it. Go, baby, go.
When Meredith was running out that junkyard, it was the slowest, most terrible run I ever seen in my life. She was, and I'm thinking, and this is who y'all got running 20 miles for y'all rescue? Y'all are dead. Okay, you hear me? D-E-A-D. Y'all are dead. So y'all, essentially the rest of this movie is just them fighting off these meth heads that are crazy. Sergeant Archie finally runs into Meredith after he comes across the motorcycle gang, the rest of the gang, in a little shed down the road. Child, how he even know to go this way? I just can't. Okay, so Meredith runs into Sergeant Archie, and then she saves him from getting attacked from the gang.
Child, I kept getting the damn names wrong. So Meredith was the young one, Maudie was the older one. My bad, y'all.
And then they make it back to the junkyard with no reinforcements. The reinforcements, like how, it's 2008. They kept saying they ain't had no damn reception on the phone. So how did they call somebody? Jesus Christ. So they make it back to the junkyard. It's finally daytime. All this was happening at night. It's finally daytime. They have a massive shootout. We have a very sweet, very, very sweet Mexican man who doesn't speak any English, but they're in Texas. And yet nobody else out of these roughly 8 people know how to speak Spanish also. One white dude kind of sort of know what he's saying, but he barely speaks it. Y'all are in Texas. I know damn well at least one of y'all knows some Spanish. Enough for at least what he was trying to say. He was barely saying anything. This movie, a mess. And so by the time Meredith gets back to the junkyard, we find out that the black girl done died. She done got shot. The white boy, her boyfriend, he done died. A couple people done got shot. It's been a whole melee. And so they get there, they have the big fight scene at the end, the big shootout. And of course, our main characters survive. Meredith is taken to the hospital because she has a couple of wounds. Of course, she got shot earlier. We need to treat that. Somehow Sam and Annabelle, our little Archer, fell in love. What the fuck? When did that happen? There was not a point in this movie where that made sense. And then while there are a lot of military police at the hospital, because remember, they're going to take Meredith back to wherever they do military court so she can be dishonorably discharged. She somehow sneaks out the hospital and gets in a van with her newfound buddies, and they're off on a road trip to God knows where. That, my friends, was Exit Speed. And Exit Speed was a hot ass mess, honey. A mess. Child. From the bad acting, to the bad lighting, to the bad action, to all the things. Child, it was just a whole mess. So normally, you know, movies sometimes they're so bad, they're entertaining, they're good. Which is kind of what I felt about Body Cam. Body Cam was a terrible movie, but it entertained me. I was involved. This piece of shit here was a hot ass mess. The trailer was misleading as hell. It was just not good. So obviously, I don't recommend you watch Exit Speed. In fact, I recommend that the next time Amazon Prime recommends something to you, tell Amazon Prime to kiss your ass. Because I'm gonna tell them to kiss my ass. Because I don't know how this related to Body Cam, but somehow it did to them. So y'all, that has been my review, roast and read of Exit Speed, starring the incomparable Leah Thompson. And what was his name, y'all? What'd I say? And Fred Ward. So let me know in the comments below if you've seen Exit Speed. Were you wowed by it? Was it the second coming of Speed for you? Or did you also find it to be a hot ass mess? And let me know if you haven't seen it, do you plan to check it out now just to see what all the foolery is about? And as always, y'all, like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see y'all next time for something else. Thank y'all so much for your support, and shout out to all my new subscribers, and I'm gonna see y'all next time for something else. Holla.
Sister girl on films. Hey.